Remember to support all forms of expression. Hi, I'm Richard Bernal, and welcome to Kilson Street. Today we have a band based out of Santa Ana, California. Frosty.
Your homies, if you really love me, then show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. Hidden meaning in a sense, seeking breathing on a beat in a sense. Found my freedom and I wept, but I keep falling for those ballin' eyes over lost causes. Hate to break it to you, baby, found that life pauses for no one. Go about it fast as feet run, abide by the sun and revolt against the rules. It's hard to fall in love, everyone's acting like a fool. I said it's hard to fall in love, everyone's acting like a damn fool. So baby, homie, when I'm feeling lonely, why you always with your homies? If you really love me, then show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. Me too, boo boo, red, brown, and blue. Been busy getting busted by the big man that I trusted. Thought I was ready, but I wasn't. The woman I once was, heavy heart and a gentle touch. Tight clutch on the rough. Warrior in me, fought in flesh. Armored by my bitch tendencies. I don't care to be famous, I wanna be free. Pretty poet, laying down her own prophecy with some bruised up knees. She don't cry, she bleeds and listens when she can't speak. To the sound of a thump of a beat under bumps, pumping fuel just because. Prefer nugs over lumps and lending hands as you love. Teary-eyed, I have sunk into my own sea. Yeah, you know me, you can see it in my eyes. I ain't really gotta speak. Plus, I prefer to keep it brief, especially with my words, cause I know how I feel, baby. Fuck what you heard. Baby, homie, when I'm feeling lonely, why you always with your homies? If you really love me, then show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. Are you ever gonna? Are you ever gonna? Are you ever gonna Are you ever gonna?
All right, great job. Great job, fellas.
You.
All right, that song was called Show Me, right?
Yes.
All right, so how does one go about learning the lyrics? Like, well, with your singing and then you rap as well. How do you go about it? Is it the passion for the letter to like that it's just ingrained, or is it just repetitive practicing?
A combination of both, definitely. I wrote it myself, so it's easier for me to memorize like my own story in a way. So that with practice. Yeah.
Right on. Frosty, everyone. We'll be right back after a short break. And we're right here with Frosty. And we'll start with, well, real name and what's your main goal through the art of music?
All right. So my real name is Marisa Frausto, and people call me Frosty because of my last name. In like high school, people would, when they would take attendance, they'd be like, Marissa Frosto, and it kind of just stuck. People were like, is that how you say your name? And I was like, no. But they just kept saying it wrong to make me mad, so that's how that name kind of stuck. But as far as music goes, I'm sorry, what was the second question?
What's the main goal?
What's the main goal of my music? Honestly, I started off as a poet, so it was just a form of expression. But being how music is so powerful and it can move so many people, and it's like a universal sort of language. You can listen to a song in a different language and still kind of understand what the singer is trying, like the feeling that they're trying to portray. So I want to use music to help represent people who are underrepresented, help like the underdogs, or just be someone that young women, young brown girls can look up to and just be like, there's more, like a lot more matters than just the way I look or just the way, like how much money I have, or a lot of the stuff that's being like shoved down like their throats or like on television nowadays. So just kind of being my authentic self, but not allowing like what other people want to see like affect what I decide to put out into the world, music wise, or here. Yeah.
Right on.
Hi, I'm Randall Head, and
Is that really your last name?
yeah. And so I too had some interesting middle school experiences on the roll list.
Oh, middle school, that's funny.
Yeah, and became a double entendre about 7th grade. But anyway, music to me is something that I must do. It's therapeutic, I guess. I need to like just play, and it doesn't matter. I just have to do it. So, but one thing that I do appreciate about it is that it brings me into contact with like-minded people, because generally artists, and I can relate to musicians the most, obviously, but they're just cool people, and I get to hang out with those people because I share a passion, and I can immediately meet a musician and have tons to talk about. So it's really easy to bring people together under that common thread, and I've done that in Santa Ana. I'm not from here, but been here about 2 years, and I met Frosty and all these peeps. Done it around the world too, so it's awesome to be able to link like that.
Will the name change with more members, or is it for the moment, or the album, or the works that are going on right now? Is it basically you two? Just adding other people to hop in on stuff?
So
would the name ever change?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've been thinking about that myself. Like people tell me like you should be Frosty and the Snowflakes, or Frosty and like, it was just funny.
Else, yeah.
I don't know, that's funny. I think that's like something that we need to like cross that bridge when we get there. But that's definitely something I like want. Like I was thinking about that too. Like I know there's a lot. It would be just poetry if I was just me in front of a mic. So I appreciate like my band, and I want them to be recognized, because when you see it, Frosty, you think it's like just me, because that's what people call me. So hopefully down the line I'll think of something. I think it's just right now, like I can't. Well, right now it's just me and Randall, and the homies from Apollo Bebop step in whenever like I have big gigs and they want to help like me with the full band. But that's definitely something to keep in mind, is coming up with a band name.
Personally, I have no like ego issue with it being Frosty, because it's kind of like all the music is an open source project as far as I'm concerned. The creation of the songs we're playing today, and like we'll continue to play in the future. I wrote a lot of the music. Chris and Donnie helped flesh out a lot of the music. Our friend Yusuf helped produce a lot of the stuff that's going to be on our EP. And even some of our homies like Brian to Earth and Joseph Jams have produced tracks that Marissa's put out. So it's really collaborative, and I think that cooperation only makes the project and the art better, way more so than a competitive kind of like, this is me and I need the recognition attitude.
Will there be any Hurricane Frosty jams, or are there any on this album that's...
There are not any on the album, but maybe in the future, for sure. The Hurricanes are the homies, and yeah, that was a good little run with the. I think it was just like one song. I did a little rap over it, but that was a really, really cool experience for sure. And maybe in the future, we'll see.
So it was Trim Dog Millie and Donnie Drums that were here today, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
shout out Trim Dog
everybody and
Millie.
their funny Instagram names. That's why I thought Randall Head was something different, but it's your actual damn name.
Well, if you Google Randall Head, you're just gonna see like a head of a Randall amplifier, which is so everyone that is a guitarist thinks it's a joke, but that's me.
And
Sponsor me,
Crackbone
Randall amplifiers.
3678.
Yeah. So Crackbone, I honestly recently, couple months ago, just met him, but he's offered us like a place to practice when we've been going through some shit. Like I live in apartments, and every time I try to practice, like one time my neighbors like literally came out like in their underwear, just like knocking on my window, like telling me to shut the fuck up. So like having homies that are open up space and like let you practice in it, definitely just goes to show like the type of like community that's down here. Everyone supports each other. But actually, I invited him to perform at the Cool Lab Festival, which is happening July 20th. So we're gonna do a little set, and yeah, beatboxing is super dope. Like it's honestly like it's like the heart of hip hop if you think about it, because before people could like purchase an instrument or purchase, you know, an amplifier, a boombox or whatever, all they had was their anatomy. So I think it's really cool talent.
Yeah, so let's say, so you rap and you sing, but which fulfills more for you, or are they each their own bundle of joy?
Yeah, they're definitely each their own. They're each their own. When I was younger, I would always be singing. I was kind of shy and like introverted when I was younger, and I still kind of am like nervous singing in front of my family. For some reason, I don't know. I just recently started doing it because I was like, okay, I gotta get over this someday. But yeah, I would always just be like singing alone in my room. So I've been singing for a minute. I've never had vocal lessons. But I just recently started getting them because I was like, I really gotta, you know, be on this if I want to call myself a singer. It takes dedication. So I've been doing singing for longer, but I honestly really, really like rapping more. Just because it's what I was raised on, like G-Funk and all that stuff. So I think it's cool because you don't see too, like there's so many MCs out there, but you don't see too many just like, you know, hopping in on the cypher, like in your like wherever you're at, you know. So just I've been practicing like hopping in on cyphers as much as I can, getting my bars up and whatnot. But yeah, also I just want to give a shout out to just like the Black community, because they are the creators of hip hop, and I want to shout out like all of the females holding it down, like all the lady MCs like Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, all them, Lauryn Hill. Like definitely I get some inspiration from them, and I just want to be, you know, doing my own thing in my own way. But shout out to them.
Right on. Mr. Randall, how'd you get started playing, and where'd this love for jazz come from?
So I got my first guitar when I was 5 in Nashville. My dad bought it. We were on a business trip with him, and he was a player, like a guitar player for his whole life. So he really wanted me to be musical. They tried to put me in piano lessons when I was young. It didn't work out. Didn't like it. But I got serious about guitar after School of Rock came out with Jack Black, and I saw like the last scene. This is the truth. Like I saw that kid shredding at that last scene. I was like, damn, I could do that. You know, like I want to do this. So that's when I got into it. But yeah, I've just been playing since then, and I started off in like a church band in Louisiana. I was playing guitar for my church band, cover band, original band in college, and then I got linked up with the Cool Lab when I moved to Santa Ana, just walking around downtown, heard the noise on a Thursday and hopped in, jammed, met some cool people. That's where we met, as I mentioned. As far as jazz goes, I also came up playing the trumpet since I was about 10, and in high school I was in the jazz ensemble. So I got my start in jazz and, you know, reading music and all my theory and all that stuff at that point. But I didn't appreciate it. I wasn't even really like capable of soloing and stuff until later on. But again, like shout out to Apollo Bebop, you know, and Chris Trimdog Millie. You know, I love playing with that dude. I love that I got to be on this EP with him. Even he is a great inspiration. And then the homies in Color Quest, Dakota and Evan. They just put an EP out called Slides, and it's just incredible stuff. So there's a ton of really contemporary stuff and jazz right now in this area and in LA that's just mind blowing. So yeah, just the people around me really are my biggest inspirations.
So what's up with the works right now? That anything coming out? What's out?
Yeah, so we are releasing our first debut EP August 31st.
The one song that's out right now is called...
The one song that's out... So we have two, and neither of them are on the EP. Those are just like me rapping over a beat. One is a Joseph Jams beat, and then one is a Brian to Earth beat.
Also Tales from the Underworld, our first ever single.
That's right. I forgot about that one. It's only been like a
song
year.
goes hard though.
Yeah, that was my first song that I ever, had out for the world to listen to. So it's been fun watching me grow in different ways, vocally and just like as a performer. But the one song right now out is called Tales from the Underworld. It's out pretty much everywhere on all major streaming platforms.
Yeah, and we'll have a single off the EP that I won't spoil yet. We're going to put that out kind of around the 1st of August, around the beginning. And if you've been coming to the shows, it's a song you know, hopefully love. But, from there, we're going to start ramping up into the EP. So August is going to be a big month, for sure.
For sure.
Do you play at Mo Better Mondays, and what is Mo Better Mondays?
So I don't play at Mo Better Mondays, but Mo Better Mondays is an event that I host in 4th Street Market. It's every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. And what it is essentially is like a grassroots sort of event that promotes, community dialogue and discussion. Because a lot of the times we just talk over the internet or just repost things to bring awareness to them. But that only does so much, We live in a very digital age where everything is, technological. But there is a certain power in having like face-to-face conversations like this with your community and bringing up things that really are affecting either the community as a whole or just you personally. And you can find, advice from someone who may have gone through something that you're currently going through. Or just you can find even someone who can help you do what you're trying to do. So it's a way to get your week started on the right foot. A lot of the time people hate Mondays for obvious reasons. Like hungover or whatever. You have to go back to work that day. But we're trying to turn that 180 and make it a day, where we come together as a community and just talk about what you're trying to do this week. Like we like to promote self evolution. So thinking about how you want to make yourself better. So I always ask people in the crowd, like, yo, what's your goal for the end of the week or the month? And they say it out loud in front of a whole bunch of people. So that way those people can hold them accountable or just, ask them about how their progress is going. Because a lot of the times we have these ideas sitting in the back of our heads or just thoughts even in general. But if you kind of keep them there, then they're just going to kind of just collect dust, and they're not, that's all they're going to be, is just like thoughts, ideas, but nothing more, right? So if you say it out loud and kind of put it into existence, as a lot of people say, it helps, really bring it to life in that way.
And shout out to Brianna, that was on there from the old group, The Storytellers, which I wish never broke up, and Mr. Carlton Fresh.
Yeah.
And so what's up with shows? You say the July 20th at the... Is it Argos Plaza, which is the Segerstrom Center?
Mm-hmm.
This probably won't be out before then. That's probably my dad shooting fireworks. Just kidding. And other people that will be playing will be Apollo Bebop. What is it, Alaz? The new
Alaz.
Hippies. Weapons of Mass Creation. Are there any other shows that you guys have at the moment?
Yes. So I believe we have one at FTG, this local like production group here in Santana, on August 24th. I'm trying to think of any other ones.
There will be an EP release event, and all of this is under the. So we're pretty much on this local summer tour, and it's called A Frosty Summer. So we're bringing a little bit of the chill vibes and an otherwise very warm SoCal summer. So
Tell me about it.
we're bringing some much needed
bubbles off.
relief to
No,
the
that's just-
people. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, I don't know why, I totally forgot. Like, so Frosty Summer is what we're doing this summer, and it's our first local tour, which I'm super stoked about. And we're just gonna go over, try to go around all of OC and just let people know, what's up, what we sound like, what we stand for, and that we're here to stay. So, yeah, EP release should be at the end of August. So I'm really excited for that. I'm getting, everything ready. I'm super excited.
So for more information or updates, where would somebody go to contact or check out the band?
So you can just go to my Instagram. It's @officiallyfrosty. And then I have the management email linked to my account. I check my DMs on the regular, and we check our email on the regular. So if you want to get in contact, that's probably the best way.
All right. Well, from all of us here at Kilson Street, we'd like to thank Frosty. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us. It was fun.
And here we have Frosty covering a Mahalia song entitled Sober.
Now that I am sober, I take back what I said. I'm sitting with this love hangover, and boy, it's hurting my head. It's the middle of October, and we just came to an end. I'm just sorry that there ain't no time left. You and I were over, me and you are done. When I wanted to get closer, you just wanted to run. Though I know it's no one's fault, if I've learned anything at all with us, no matter how I add it up, 1 plus 1 is none. You've been on my mind for some time now, trying to get you off cause it's right now. You said it was a vibe for the time being, and it was nothing more, but I just couldn't see. This is not a song for the whole world. Felt like I could have been us against the whole world. Baby, you were mine and I was your girl. Whatever happened to the times that we spent sober? I take back what I said. I'm sitting with this love hangover, and boy, it's hurting my head. It's the middle of October, and we just came to an end. I'm just sorry that there ain't no time left. You and I were over, me and you are done. When I wanted to get closer, you just wanted to run. Though I know it's no one's fault, if I've learned anything at all with us, no matter how I add it up, 1 plus 1 is none. I've been at this party for some time now, sipping on Bacardi till it runs out. You are in the corner with your head down. I don't even wanna know what that's about, Cause you're the one that's always getting too wasted, and I'm the one that's never that intoxicated. Tonight I'm in my feelings, yeah, I'm faded. I don't wanna think about all the complicated. Got me feeling like I can't not make it. Now that I am sober, I take back what I said. I'm sitting with this love hangover, and boy, it's hurting my head. It's the middle of October, and we just came to an end. I'm just sorry that there ain't